October 2019. Ancient astronaut theorist Giorgio Tsoukalos travels to Copan, Honduras, to meet up with renowned Mayan archaeologist David Sadat, who has been involved in the excavation of the site for more than 3 decades.
David, great pleasure to meet you.
Well, I've been looking forward to this. I'm sure you have a lot of things you want to see.
Yes, I do. So, David, what are we looking at here?
Well, this is the Great Plaza. It's over 100 meters larger than a football field. And it's the southern portion of the Great Plaza where the majority of the great standing stone giants that you'll come to see are located.
On the grounds at Copan are dozens of stone statues called stelae. The most well-known of these were built during the 43-year reign of the ruler Washaklahun Ubakawi, better known by the nickname 18 Rabbit.
This is the first time I'm standing next to one of these. Absolutely incredible. What do the glyphs say about this particular statue or stela here?
This is all a representation of the 13th ruler, who we have nicknamed 18 Rabbit. And they show him taking on the persona of the high god of Copan, Chanteahau, who was a sky god, the supreme being. And the motifs on his headdress and other attributes show that he is a sky deity.
This is amazing to me because here we have not only a statue depicting something, which is a picture, a carved picture, but on the sides we have writing, glyphs carved that speak of a sky deity. Now, when I look at something like this, I'm immediately reminded of misunderstood technology. Because imagine if a people who are intelligent, yet their technological frame of reference from 1,000 or 2,000 years ago, we have to admit, was primitive, not their intelligence, their technological frame of reference.
Of course, let me just add to that, that everything shows his connectedness of the cosmos and this living space of mankind in all of its senses.
And by the way, I have seen that headdress right there elsewhere on planet Earth, and that is in Mesopotamia. So the fact that we have these examples worldwide leads me to think that it was a flesh and blood extraterrestrial whom our ancestors misinterpreted as being God. Why? Because they came from the sky. Arthur C. Clarke said it best when he said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Imagine showing your great-great-grandfather your smartphone.
Right, that's right.
All of a sudden, you've become a magician, a wizard.
When we talk about technology,
Yeah.
I imagine someday in the future that the technology will be such that we'll be able to scan this stele here and receive the resonances that are inside the crystalline structure of the stone. In other words, that these were great memory chip banks.
Wow, okay.
And in the appropriate algorithm, we could peel back into time by hearing the sights and sounds and everything that happened in this sacred space, and maybe answer some of the questions that you were posing.
Is it possible that these Mayan stone giants were designed in such a way as to be able to digitally store valuable data?
We've learned a lot about how ancient civilizations understood our solar system and their world. These civilizations had advanced technologies for working with stone and metal, and in some cases, crystals. We still don't know how they did what they did. It's reasonable that given these monuments exist, that we should analyze them to see if there's other layers of information encoded in them.